Okay, I'm trying to stay positive, but it seems like such a long time till April, and I just love April, spring, so that's why April. Chris is still trying to persuade me to go ice fishing with him again, but I seem to remember taking a couple days to thaw out after the last time. If you didn't see that video, you can check it out. Not a lot of substance, but we had a lot of fun. Okay, so now we're going to do some more questions. When you say you don't own private property, how does this work for, say, the books or toys in your living area? Do they belong to the community and eventually go to another person? Technically, nothing at all belongs to us, not even our clothes. Of course, if you try and apply that level of non-ownership, it could get pretty messy. Imagine everyone pulling random clothes out of a bin every day. Actually, it would be pretty hysterical. But to your specific question, yes, the books and toys in our houses belong to the community, and we absolutely share them around. I especially like passing on the occasional loud and obnoxious electronic toy that ends up in our house. The kids who get them are thrilled, and the parents are like, thanks a lot. I'm very interested in how money is distributed. I see that you are wearing a top that is an expensive brand. I think this was in response to a video where I was wearing an Under Armour hoodie, but I love pink, so just saying. I say that in no way as a criticism, but just curiosity as to how clothing and money are handled. It also appears that there is a uniform dress, but also freedom to wear other clothing as well. Where do these other clothing come from? I also wonder, from a financial perspective, if it is much easier for somebody who grows up in the community and does not have money than it is for somebody to give up their material possessions to join at a later stage in life. How do people seem to deal with this or manage this? I would be really curious in hearing from someone who did come later in life as a successful individual, thereby renouncing their material possessions. And what happens to someone if they come later in life, hand over their money, and then choose to leave after a period? Okay, so there are a bunch of questions in here. So like I've explained before, there's a person who's been asked to be responsible for clothing acquisition. There's a basic costume for men and women, but they'll also get other things like sweatshirts, jackets, etc. That don't all look the same. To the next part, since I grew up on the community, I don't know if it's harder for someone to join later, at a later stage. By the time people get around to joining, seems like they're more than happy to ditch their material junk to answer a call they felt in their hearts. I could ask someone who's joined from the outside, but I suspect they'll answer in the same way that all these ideas about success pretty much fall by the wayside. If someone decides they want to leave, I know we do the best we can to support. So the last question is, I'm curious about your medical care. Do you vaccinate the children in your community? Are there physicians on site, or do you visit an outside hospital for things like broken bones or pneumonia? What is your favorite cold medicine remedy? Mine is elderberry syrup. I haven't really gotten much into the home remedies, although I know some folks who are. I do take the vitamin C tablets and eat a lot of citrus, but I can't really tell if it helps or not. When I do have a cold, though, I have to get some sage tea for sure. Vaccinations. Yes, we do vaccinate our children. I'm aware of the concerns of people who don't, but I haven't found any of the research supporting that position very persuasive. Sorry. We do send folks to the hospital if their condition is more complicated than our doctors can handle. Now, with all that talk about sage tea, I'm going to go boil a little water right now for some. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and thank you so much for watching.